welcome back to Making Us Bourjolly show. This is about to be a lit show, so y'all better get ready because we about to go. Wait.
It's the girl takeover.
Wait, what?
Bourjolly story.
Hold up.
Here it is, y'all. Finally coming out of the box. Hear this? Y'all want to know the story? Got you. Here we go now, living like to all it has, don't be mistaken. But before I was sitting down eating bits of bacon, starting out low and going higher. No time for me to even get a little tired. Hanging out in Randolph, losing Donald's and golf, not going anywhere. The shame right there. Then Bourjolly's life story started from boring, getting better every day until they said we're moving Lexington. Moving hard, pushing, going 520 mile car, blowing up the speed radar. Came to Lexington, then learned about LexMedia. Found out the talk shows to come on TV, have a little fun. Bourjolly story, for God's glory. Bourjolly making business from scratching open door. Bourjolly story, for God's glory. Bourjolly making business from scratching open door. That's Bourjolly's story right there. And we out.
World Takeover. I'm Annie Smith, and this is my lovely co-host, Sophia Dalal, and we're going to be co-hosting together to celebrate Women's History Month. We'll be taking over the show, and Nathan will be occasionally checked on. Possibly.
On this episode, we're going to be featuring some of the most influential women in Lexington, playing games that will bring back the fun in us, and a few more surprises later on. While we look at the history of influential women, we're also going to look at the future of what women are doing now, and how much more we want to see happen soon.
Today we are going to be having a round table with Sarah Patel and May Thompson. Miss Sarah Patel is a 6th grade English teacher at Clark who taught all of us, while May is a student at Diamond Middle School and an in-town soccer player. Women's History Month is a time for us to recognize and salute women's contributions to the American family and to society. Women have been making these contributions since this continent was explored and settled and America won its independence. Women continue to strengthen the family and enrich our lives with intellectual gifts, creative talents, and an indomitable spirit. In business, government, volunteer activities, religious life, education, health, the military, sports, the arts, and many other areas.
The position of women in America have grown from not being able to vote or do anything but cook and clean to now having female CEOs, female entrepreneurs, and athletes. A few years ago, a girl doing any of these things were unimaginable. However, people like Barbara Corrigan and Serena Williams have paved the way.
And we'll be right back with our roundtable discussion.
I'm Matt Damon, and I'm a proud supporter of the Greater Boston Food Bank. To support the food bank and your hungry neighbors, you can volunteer time, make a donation, or donate food. Please go to www.gbfb.org to learn more.
We are about to start our roundtable discussion.
I'm Sophia, and this is Annie, and we're here with May Thompson, Miss Sarah Patel, and Emmy.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't it be a more balanced show if we let Nathan come back and join us?
I guess.
Okay.
I'm filing a lawsuit. I hope y'all know.
Oops.
Hello.
Who is a female role model to you guys?
I think for me, a big female role model in my life is Emma Watson, because I know on social media a lot she speaks out about feminism and equal rights, and also she's an actress, and that's what I want to be when I'm an adult.
That's funny because mine is also an actress. I think about Jennifer Garner just because when she was young and in her 20s she played all these sort of really strong female roles, and that now that she's older she's a mom and she's really completely switched gears to focus on her children, and she's also an advocate and works for Save the Children, and she's from my hometown West Virginia, and I think she's just somebody who has balanced a lot in her life as a woman.
Yeah, mine is not an actress, but mine is my mom, because she's always, like, really been there for me and stuff, and she's like the woman who, like, runs our family and stuff, and that's, like, what I want to, like, do when I'm older.
Well, mine is an actress, but now I'm thinking I should have said my mom. But my is probably Zendaya. She is a really strong, independent woman. She's a feminist, and she really stands up for equal rights and a lot of kind of stuff that I believe in.
I was gonna say my mom too, because she like helps with our family and everything, and like more than my dad.
Well, well, my mom's gonna be watching this, so I gotta say, love you, Mom. But Oprah is she does everything that we talk about doing or want to do, but she just does it. And she's an actress and talk show host, so let's go. But like my mom, she's my example of strength. Like, I don't tolerate people who call themselves like weak women, because I see my mom do more than excellent every single day. She works her behind off, so yeah.
Our second question we have is, do you think the feminist movement is moving in the right direction and at the right rate of speed?
You can go first.
I mean,
Miss Patel?
I think it's definitely moving in the right direction. I feel a difference just in the 20 years that I've been teaching. It definitely feels like for my female students, there's just more opportunities all the time, but it's more in the way that my female students see themselves as being completely empowered to say and do whatever they want.
I totally agree with you. I think about it when, like, if you think about, like, 20 years ago or maybe even 40 years ago, it has changed so much and it is so different from actually what it's been. And it's just, I feel like it could go at a faster rate, but it is getting to a point where you see a few years ago where Hillary Clinton was the first woman to ever go and try to become the president of the United States, and you can tell that is definitely getting better.
Yeah, I agree with both of you, and I think not necessarily, it hasn't been like a short time, but it could have taken a lot longer to get where it is today, and I think the world is doing a good job kind of keeping it moving.
My main thing is not promoting superiority, but promoting equality. So like, being a man myself, it's not about being a girl being better or a guy doing something better. It's about your mentality, your attitude, and I feel like we haven't reached that full point yet where everything's equal, but we're getting there, and that's what I like to see.
I think that's well said, Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I rehearsed that in the shower. Anyway, don't imagine that.
Okay, well, our third question is, why do you think it is that mostly women are speaking out about this topic and men are still pretty silent?
I think that a lot of men worry that they're going to be offensive without really knowing it, and they're just kind of nervous that they're not going to say the right thing, but
I completely agree. I was with my father, who's 74 years old, recently downtown, and he held the door for a younger woman, and she gave him a look like she was really offended that he had held the door for her. And he kind of just got this defeated look, and he said, "Sarah, I just have to tell you, I don't even know what's the right thing to do anymore." He said, "I was just brought up that you always held the door for a woman, and now I'm a bad guy if I do." And he's like, "I just want to support you, and I don't know what the right thing is."
I definitely agree with you on that. Like, it bothers me when, like, people, like, call you, like, "Oh, ladies, let's go." Like, that just bothers me. And then they call, like, the boys out, like, even school, they're like, "All right, come on, boys," but they call us ladies. Like, that just bothers me. And also, I think it's, like, they're kind of scared of what other, like, people are going to think of them. Like, not so much everybody. Like, there's some people that will just say whatever's on their mind. But then there's other people who just won't.
That, like, okay, I agree mostly, but my thing is, being a man myself, so I was raised a certain way to treat women a certain way. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, if I'm gonna hold the door, mm-hmm. I mean, I don't care if you like it or not. I was raised by my great mother and my great father, shout outs, to hold the door when they come in, to speak with women a certain way, because that you like, I'm not gonna go out up in a girl's face like I would to a dude if like we about to pick up a fight. Although I don't fight. But yeah, if that happened, if there was like an argument, I would just be like calmer, because you can't do certain things. It's just how we were raised. So you have to have some type of understanding for background, and I mean,
But you just said before that you wanted both men and women to sort of be treated equally no matter what the situation. So wouldn't you just speak softly and gently and kindly to both?
Of course I'd be softly and kindly and gently to both. Okay, I would be. But like, I was just raised to specific because it's been shown a lot that men don't treat women right. And that's just been the rate of speed that it's going. So it's only like now that you see like women aren't treating men right the same way. So that's why I think we were raised with specifically like, men, you guys got to treat women this way. But now that the situation is changing, I'll teach my kids differently.
Yeah, I think that's a really big part of it, to teach kids that like everyone needs to be talked to politely and like be kind to everyone and not be like scared to talk to someone about something.
Not have it based on gender,
Yeah.
based just on sort of how to treat all human
Like everyone's treated equally.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're ready for the next question.
Okay.
What does it mean to be a woman in this world today?
That's a hard question.
I don't know.
Wait, let's start out. What do you think it means to be a woman in this world today?
No, that's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
What do I see?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, I can't make an answer about any other woman than I have experience with my mom. And she slaves herself for me. And mostly for me, but the family's in there too. But like, she like goes to work, works for hours, and does stuff. She does the impossible, and she's still cooking foods. She's still cleaning the house while like spending hours out at work. So like, that just shows me strength. I mean, just want it bad enough, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I don't think there's one answer to that question. Like you said earlier, women have taken on a lot of different roles in our society, like mothers, teachers, like Ms. Patel, CEOs, entrepreneurs. Like, it can mean a lot of different things depending on the woman.
Yeah. I think that's really cool because, like, a while back, like, what it meant to be a woman was to be a mom and just, like,
Like a house mom?
Yeah. But
I just have to say, though, as a mom, I still see it as the most important role that a woman can have. I think it's an incredible privilege, but I also I think women are working harder today than they ever have, and it is a wonderful privilege again to be able to balance all the many things that women are able to do these days. And I think it's the reason why we all, as women, need to really support each other and back each other, because we are working so hard, and just really encourage each other in all of the busy, crazy things we're trying to pull off.
Cool. We'll be right back after the break.
Math and science are far more than just subjects at school. If you're passionate about cooking food, math and science become part of your everyday life. We learn measurements, we learn fractions. That's why Time Warner Cable created Connect a Million Minds, to show young people that math and science can be fun and lead to a career of their dreams. Whether it's an engineer, a food scientist, or a rock star chef. Visit connectamillionminds.com to learn more.
we are going to be stuffing our faces off with marshmallows and trying to guess the words being said. We're going to use this random word generator to determine which words to use. We're splitting into 2 teams of 3 each, and we're going to set a timer for 1 minute. First team to guess as many words as possible wins. Okay, let's get started. So, you guys put 7 marshmallows in your mouth, if you can. I guess. 2. 7 might be too many. Maybe we should do 5.
Hold on. She's got this. 4.
Let's do 5.
No, she's got this.
No, Sophia doesn't. No, Sophia doesn't, though. How many do you have? 5?
Push him in.
Push him in. Okay, 5. Okay, do you have the generator? And do you have the generator? Okay, you're gonna start the. Yeah, don't let. Okay, Nathan, you have the timer ready?
No cheating.
Yep. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Spoon. Fun. Friends.
Stop laughing. Come on. They're about to get
Push him back in.
Circle.
Should we spit out a marshmallow?
Oh, clock.
lessons of it.
Okay, you can spit out.
Can you?
Losers get to be on the side.
Well, that was fun, everybody. So it's time for us to end. And since I tried to speak as little as I could, although I'm not good at that, this episode, I thought I would conclude the episode. I would like to give props to Annie Smith and Sophia DeLaw for doing a great job hosting this episode. I'd also like to shout out Miss Sarah Fatal and Mae Thompson and also Emmy for their participation. Now, the people I really do want to shout out are the people who have paved the way for this to be possible, because there was a time where this wasn't. Shout outs to Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg and Wendy Williams, Monique, Lonnie Love, Adrienne Hooten, Ricky Lake, and all the other female talk show hosts who crossed the barrier preventing women from having presence on television, and way more for the world. Now it's going to be back to my show again, but hope you guys still love me and not them more. Come back for our next episode with Marlene Kenny on mental health. Peace. Gotta go. I love y'all, and we out.